Good morning. What is going on, guys? See if you made it through the weekend. Hopefully, you guys are having somewhat of a decent weekend. But this has been weighing heavy on me too. And I told you I always post what I think or what I feel, what I want to speak about. And one of the things I want to speak about, and I've been thinking about this for a little while, is you have to. I say you have to. It's funny. I go around to other YouTube or influencers videos and I see comments, right? And I see the uptick of attacks if people are hearing what they don't want to hear. Same thing on my channel. You know, if I start to try to talk positive about things, I can get attacks from people that have been following me for a while because you're just as frustrated and angry and mad, especially at Adam. If I go to other people's channels, they've got the, and we always like, are they bots? Are they real? Is this real people out there? And I hate to say it, but after all this time, it probably is real people. You know, you constantly calling people shills and sellouts. And I've been guilty of it, but I'm just saying, like, we bounce around from channel to channel. You've been paid off. Like, and I've said this before, who the hell would pay any of us off? I mean, come on, we get nothing for views. There's supposedly 3.8 million holders at one point, right? We get 1,000, 2, 7, 10,000 views. 3.8 million, 10,000 views. Yeah. If I was Ken Griffin, I would totally pay off I would pay off a YouTuber. Come on. The people that got the views are gone. The people that got the views, Trey, Matt, some of them, they were getting hundreds of thousands of views. And even then, that wasn't much compared to 3.8 million. So truthfully, us over here and the ecosystem of this, I keep seeing new, and I say new because they've been around, but they keep popping up on my screen. I'm like, who's this YouTuber talking about AMC? But if you go in the search bar and look, the amount of channels and videos that talk about AMC is insane, right? So I'm like, what is the community, right? I know my community. I know these select 10 or 12 YouTubers, right? And there's a couple new ones that I've encouraged to get in. Those are the team. Then we've got over on Twitter, there's ones that I know that I was a part of. And it's like they kind of bleed over into YouTube. YouTube bleeds over to them, but they kind of got their own family. And then YouTube's kind of its own family. It's like, but how many ecosystems of families out there are there? It's so strange. Like, how many people are out there? I would think, I hate to say this way, but I would think everybody's heard of CSI by now. Everybody's heard of me, the Marine, by now. Everybody's heard of, you know, Bighams and Blunts and De Niro's and freaking Phil. Well, maybe not Phil so much, but everybody's heard, but that's in my ecosystem, my world. So I always think, man, if you ever lay there, like, is there a whole nother ecosystem of people? Is there like a whole nother group of people that don't know we exist? But regardless, same thing on Twitter. It's the same people that are voicing. It's the small minority of the loud people, the ones willing to speak out and share their opinion. But listen, there's going to come a time in this ecosystem, and it's already happened, you're going to see. We see that some of these yes-tubers aren't posting videos near what they would. Very, very near. They're not posting hardly at all, because what are they going to post about? They're going to get attacked because everything we said looks like it's coming true. So all they can do is go into defense mode. So you're seeing them a lot quieter. You're also seeing some of the no-tubers that are just completely changing. They sold, they moved on, they're against it, whatever the case may be. And we've seen that. And I don't need to name them off, but we see what's happening. And I like these guys, but they're also entitled to their opinion. You know, I go over to Clipper Mike, which I like. I'm sorry, I don't care what anybody says. I have a conversational relationship history with Mike. Mike is true to his word, meaning whatever he's feeling, just like I am, he's going to speak upon that. He's going to say that. And I'm not going to hold that against him. He has a right to his opinion. And I know, talking on the phone, he's hurting just as much as I am. He's angry just as I am. But he also has to look at his integrity, right, and what he feels. So I'm not going to fault him for his stuff. Same thing with Muhammad. Same idea, man. He freaking said, screw it, I'm done. He saw the writing on the wall for him. He's out, right? I mean, CSI is making videos on how to make your money back. You know, I mean, he wants to, that's his determination. How can we make our money back? Can you fault him for that? I'm not. He sees it for what it is. Me and George, we're still hanging around popping our videos about whatever we can to continue to fight and battle, because we don't want to see this war just give up and it goes nowhere, right? We want to see something come of it. So neither one of us truly want to walk away or give up, but Even my attitude, people hate on me because my attitude changed after I researched Adam Aaron. And once I started researching, well, actually mine started to change when I saw that the AMC community was attacking and putting me down and not supporting me when I was trying to get people to occupy SEC 2023. That burned me. That burned me bad on a lot of them because that told me, why are you here? I don't even know if you're real. Are you real? Are you fake? Why won't you stand up? You complain and whine all over social media and Twitter that you want this kind of stuff to stop. Now there's an opportunity to do it, but yet I got memes and all kinds of stuff making fun of me because I did that, and myself and George and other of us that went to Washington, D.C. But no, I was attacked. I was called a shill because I had a lot of different newspapers and media companies write articles about me. Suspect. Oh my God, that's suspect. Just like you're doing Jason right now. I see you guys going in there. Suspect that they wrote an article about you. We're freaking news sometimes. They're going to write something. That doesn't mean we're freaking shills. God, it's like the stupidity and the conspiracy shit is through the roof on that. But that was a changing point for me. If you can go back and look. And then when I started researching Adam Aaron, I've said it before, and I started looking his past and I started dissecting and putting two and two together, it started to ruin it for me. It started to rip out that feeling I had towards him. And I broke. I said, I'm done. And then when he did that reverse split and the conversion and came at us December 23rd or whatever it was, right before Christmas, that was it. And that, I'm sorry. And then when I got the audio from Robert and it just proved everything I was saying and everything I felt right, how the hell would I support that man? How could anybody support that man? You see what I'm saying? That man is a traitor pretending like he is an ape. But yet you guys, not when I say you, it's the ones that need to hear this. You're going around attacking guys like me, Clipper Mike. You're attacking guys like freaking CSI or Al or any of these guys for standing up and pushing back against corruption. All corruption. That includes Adam and the board and anybody that may or may not be involved with that. But understand, you're going to see people have a time limit. They're going to get to a point. I'm going to get to a point where I'm just going to be like, nope, because I already feel my integrity is already telling me I can't do no more pumping. I can't do, that's why I put out the Jack and Diane video, because I can't. I can talk a little bit about some positive things when I see them that are happening, like Taylor Swift, because it could create some sales and momentum. But I ain't going to be positive about Adam Aaron. No way in hell. All right? And no way am I going to go on this campaign of being super freaking pumper like Thomas Janes, trying to get people just to grow my channel and get attention and try to get people sucked into the quicksand that I said. Because it sucks. Now, would it be good for new buyers if the price is low and they can get in before it runs? Of course. I hope like something like that spreads naturally, and a lot of these people that made money back in 2021 see an opportunity to make money again, and they come in and they help, and they run this thing, and they do the options and gamma ramps and all that shit. But I'm not going to plead for new retail investors to come into it. I can't. It's not in me, dude. Why would I bring them into a nasty, toxic, horrible situation with a freaking CEO that shit on his own people and claims to be one of them? So I'm just like Mike in that sense. I won't tell people to sell. I won't tell them to buy. But I'm going to do what I feel is right, and I'm going to make a video about it. If you made it 8 minutes in, congratulations. And you understand. Some of you really watch me through and through, and you understand who I am, and how I feel. And you get to know me over time, just like I get to know you from your comments you leave. And some of you never watch my videos. You may watch one or two here and there, and you watch 20 seconds or 3 minutes, and then you want to judge me based off of that. Well, cool. Every time you give us a comment, every time you give us a thumbs down, you're just helping us anyway. So I'm glad. Thank you for doing that. But I just want you guys to realize that when you're running around acting like fools on all these different YouTubers' channels, trying to call them shills, and they've been paid off by hedgies, stop and think about it. Do they get enough views to be paid off? I mean, really? Is there any major influencer that has everybody by the balls, that everybody's listening to them? I mean, we're not getting views, guys. The views went up with the lawsuit right there for a minute. Now they're gone back down. People come in and then they disappear, and it's only the faithful. I got my 1,500 to 2,000 faithful. I can click on them, at least 1.5, 2.1 thousand views of people that are faithful, that are consistently listening. And then the outsiders pour in, and I'll get 5, 6, 7,000 views, and it goes back away. What do you think happens to them? Go look at their view count. I've only got 7,500, 7,600 followers, so I'll get in proportionate. You look at CSI, he has more than me. You look at Stocks and Crypto, Jason, you see the proportionates, right? And then there's Lou, who has 17,000. He just has people just fanboy to him anyway, so he gets a certain amount of views, right? It all adds up to the YouTubers. They're making their money. I'm making mine. Last month was $916 for August. And that's just putting out my opinions. So anyway, I'm going to shut up. It's Sunday. Guys, just think about all that. Think about that. There's going to come a time for everyone. There is. They're going to have to make a decision for themselves, and eventually they're going to change. We already seen it on the yes side. Look at Tony. Tony changed his entire channel. Look at his focus. He sold out. He's changed his channel, and he had already started changing his channel because he saw the writing on the wall while he still pumped you to do what he did. Think about it. They're not making many videos because what are they going to talk about? Scavenger disappeared. He's hardly making any videos. Come on, man. Wake up. Timing. YouTubers talking about this are going to start falling off. They're going to start going different directions. They're going to start speaking differently. We're already seeing it happen.